A few other important points around soft wallets is the information security considerations around smart contract exploits and making sure that you're revoking any smart contract approvals that have been made, and you're doing that proactively and regularly. And then secondly, that you're also disconnecting the actual wallet from each of the respective decentralized applications that you're using or websites, right? So an example of that is there is Rabby wallet is another prominent externally owned hot wallet that is growing in popularity that itself has a built-in revoke approvals function. So once you install it on as extension or built into the actual desktop itself or a mobile app, you go into the wallet. This is what it looks like. And you'd be able to execute a swap, send, receive, gas top up. So you can actually proactively go and essentially accrue up your gas when prices are low, and it'll more dynamically apply the appropriate gas rate to expedite the transaction. It's really smart. Other thing is the approvals. So if you click approvals, it'll take you to this page, which is an extension directly from the app itself, and it'll show you the approvals that have been made by contract and then by asset. So by contract, you can see that there's a total cumulative contract trust value of $1,200 of 1.2 million, but of the Aptos bridge. So whenever you see a low contract trust value, then it's probably a good idea to actually revoke any form of approved contract or approved assets. So I use the Aptos bridge to be able to bridge assets from Aptos to another blockchain, and vice versa, from Ethereum to Aptos. And so this is fine, but I'll show you how to actually remove the approved contract, right? So I can select the amount of assets, and then I can just confirm, and then it'll revoke it. By revoking it, it's actually requires you to execute a transaction that's considered a signing of a transaction, right? And then you can choose what gas rate you want to have. So I want to revoke any access to the USDT token on my Ethereum wallet within Rabby, revoking from the Aptos bridge to make sure that they don't have access to anything, and I want to do it instant. So I'm willing to pay up to $1 to do that. Broadcasting, I'm going to broadcast it instantly. And I can also broadcast it through an MEV guarded shield, but there's no need to do that. So for me, I'm just going to sign, create, confirm. Okay, so now it's revoked. Now the next one is a Uniswap, which is responsible for 4 billion. And I'm also, let's revoke that. So even though the balance is 0, you have to decide whether or not it's worth revoking. But for the sake of illustration and also just walking you through a few real examples, let's revoke both. So we've revoked both now. And I'm waiting for that to be approved. So that is approved. So now they should be gone. So now they're revoked entirely. So I don't have any exposed contracts. I don't have any exposed assets. So that's the beauty of Rabby Wallet. Another wallet that's growing is Coinbase. There's many others, like Backpack is also another wallet that's growing quite a bit. And I think these are all wallets that I would definitely pay attention to and use as much as possible in the event of them potentially airdropping a token. That is definitely something that I've been farming, and that's why I research and use every hot wallet as much as possible, because if they do an airdrop, I feel like I would definitely be, I would hopefully be a recipient of some of those tokens, because I've tried my best to be an early adopter of many of these new experimental wallets and different apps. So Coinbase is another very good one that I like, that I use. And it covers, multiple blockchains, and it's good. It's a great solution. So that is another option. Now, if you still want to stick to Phantom and you want to stick to MetaMask and you want to stick to some of the other hot wallets, and even hardware wallets, you should use Revoke.cash. So how this works is they're claiming to take back control of your wallet, but it's literally a standalone contract revoking function that I just walked you through how to do it using the Rabby wallet because it's built in. But if you don't have access to a wallet that has built-in revoking functionality, then you just use Revoke.cash, and it should look like this. And what you do is you connect your wallet, you inspect the approvals, and then decide whether or not, look at the cost-benefit analysis and determine whether or not it's even worth revoking contracts if the balance is zero and you still are not planning on accumulating that particular token again. So let's do for us, let's go in, and I want to go to my approvals. So these are my approvals, and I don't see anything that's active because we just revoked it. So that's one thing. Another thing you could do is you could also look at OpenSea and see if there's anything here that's potentially problematic. And then you can look at Etherscan. You can also revoke contracts in Etherscan directly. But it's so much more convenient and easier to just do it using a third-party tool itself, rather than you having to, manually go in and revoke any contract access. So those are the main tools for that, and hopefully that covers that main component of one of two of protecting your hot wallet. The second component is when we went to Uniswap, we executed a few trades on Uniswap and Jupiter. And if you remember, we connected the wallet. So as a good rule of thumb, I like to disconnect the wallet from every single site immediately after using it. So this doesn't just mean disconnect it here. That's step one on the top right, you disconnect. But the other step is also in MetaMask, go into the three little dots, click them, and then click connected sites and remove everything that you see here. So I would just disconnect everything. So disconnect all of them. And that gives you maximum protection as much as possible. So that's step 2 of 2. So those are hopefully some important pointers that you should keep in your mind and consider as you're trading on chain. All right.